Hello and welcome to the Billion Dollar Banker podcast. My name is Nicole Perrone. I'm the Senior Vice President of Production here at Cross Country Mortgage, and I'm so excited that you're here listening today. This podcast is here for you to help you find ways to increase your production, increase your inspiration, and your motivation. We're excited to welcome new guests every week. And some of these weeks, you're just going to see me here talking to you about something that's important to business, whether it be specific to sales, marketing, or specific to the industry that I'm in, which is loan origination in the mortgage industry. Today, we're going to talk all about marketing and why marketing is so important for sales success. Many of us are out there today doing a ton of activity. We're spending so much time, effort, and energy out there on the road, meeting people for lunches and dinners, getting together. And then after that, it kind of falls off. Follow-up is just one of those things statistically that a lot of salespeople will leave on the table. And as a leader in the mortgage industry who's trained, managed, and coached plenty of professionals, from going from a place of not following up to doing it consistently and doing it well, now my passion is really centered and focused on helping people market. And, here we are today at Black Swallowtail Studios, sitting here doing something that we've never done before, but is so critically important to do, which is digital marketing, talking to you guys and getting this message out to a lot of people at one time. Now, this message can get repurposed and it can go to 5 different platforms and it can be email marketed out to however many people are in our database. It's really important to understand how well social media and video marketing can help you get your message out to a broader audience. So for you loan officers out there today, this is really for you. And I would love for you to listen in because part of what we do here is talk about the tools and technology that are available at Cross Country so that you can understand, well, am I leaving anything on the table that I feel like is really critical for the success of my business? So we're going to jump right in and we're just going to talk about why marketing is just so important for sales success. And, I was reading this article today and it talked about how in years gone past, many companies relied almost entirely on their sales teams. And they relied on us to generate leads and to bring in new orders, especially business to business sales. But over the decades, this has gradually changed to place a greater emphasis on marketing. And this move, as many of you can guess, is, predominantly prompted by the massive changes in where buyers' habits are. And the internet has kind of brought a lot of that about. I think many of us can remember when email marketing became a really big part of business. And, believe it or not, a lot of people aren't even still to this day using email marketing to the extent that it can really be used. So, as we move on in this article, it talks about the shift and how, we're still really relying predominantly on sales alone to bring in business in many organizations. But one of these is really interesting is that when it talks about how marketing, what marketing does, like as salespeople, we're so concerned with closing deals and making sure we're providing good service, but marketing helps you get more leads. Salespeople often rely on things like cold calling, encounters at events, telephone inquiries, and follow up on other sources of information to generate leads. However, this may not be proving to be as successful of a process. So, when we think about how can marketing support and nurture those prospects, all those people that you're meeting out there, what are you doing to nurture and cultivate those relationships? How are they consistently hearing from you? And what are you using to market to them? Is your CRM system automated? Or is it something that you have to stop in the middle of your day or you have to hire someone to handle in order to get things done? So, automation is a big part of what we're going to talk about today when we jump into some of the stuff that CCM has to offer. Obviously, marketing helps you differentiate your brand, which is critical, right? I remember when I kind of stepped out and I thought about this billion-dollar banker concept. It was part of my individual brand. It's part of understanding that I'm a banker. I've been in mortgage banking for 17 years. And when I think about the potential that I want to reach, the potential that I have reached, overseeing $2 billion in mortgage fundings in 2021, and being on a team that does over $1 billion in mortgage fundings every single year, and a company that did $30 billion in fundings in 2023, the #1 retail mortgage lender in the country. Billions is where we want to be. So, when you think about branding, that might not be a name that stands out for all of you. You might say like, $billion dollar banker, what does that even mean? Well, if you said that, you said the brand, you said the name, and you know what it is. So it's got to be something that you want to have that really, really sticks with your audience, something that they remember, and a brand that gives your business personality and inspires some kind of loyalty, right? So really, really being authentic with who you are and what your mission is. And then obviously marketing brings greater reach, greater capacity, and it gives you an edge. It makes you stand out from the rest of the people that are in your market or in your industry when you create a brand. Marketing obviously will help sales enablement. It will help you bring in more leads. Having an effective marketing presence brings great rewards, but there are further benefits in having truly integrated sales and marketing teams through sales enablement. So we're going to jump right into what I came here to talk to you guys about today. And it's this amazing new product that Cross Country Mortgage has, this new journey of automation that we have that's going to help loan officers take their business and their follow-up to the next level. So this is called our Open House follow-up journey. And this is CCM's first co-branded journey. And by co-branding with realtors, we basically are building strong relationships to showcase our expertise and to differentiate ourselves in a competitive mortgage market. This journey allows loan officers to generate organic open house leads and target them with co-branded automated follow-up emails and optional SMS text messages. Yes, that's right. For those of you that can't text in your organization, we're actually setting up systems here where text is automated and can be automated for your pre-approval journeys as well as this new program here. So the journey consists of 3 emails and 1 SMS over a 3-day span. It's going to help you follow up and convert opportunity. So here's how it works. Number 1, the lead fills out a lead capture app at the open house, and we can show a tutorial of that in a later video. But essentially, it will have them create that. And then an email will go out day 1, an SMS will go out day 1 as well, an email will go out day 2, an email will go out day 3. So the customer is put on a journey there as the follow-up comes. So we're intaking their information and then we're systemizing the follow-up. So here's what it looks like. To the lead was essentially, it's going to say, hello, thanks for stopping by the open house. We're curious, what did you think about the property? The next question is, does it fit your expectations and your budget? We can help you with the budget part, and we'd love to talk to you about financing options for your open house or any others that you may have in mind. It won't take long. There's no obligation. Just call or reply, and we'd love to talk to you. I love how that sounds. And it's not just coming from the loan originator, Oscar, there, as you could see. It's also coming from the realtor, Rebecca. It has the loan officer and the realtor's co-branded signature at the end. And then here's the text message. Hey, Mr. Customer, I hope you enjoyed the open house. If you need home financing information, please reach out at any time. And sincerely, that's your mortgage person. And then here's the next message that goes out. Hello. Have you looked at homes and seen yourself living there? Have you gotten financing options for your specific situation and had a chance to review payments for different price ranges? We're happy to show you some different scenarios so that you can see what might work best for you. It's a brief process and there's no commitment necessary. Call or reply and let's see what's possible today. Again, co-branded with you and the real estate agent. I mean, how amazing is this that you're able to not only help the realtor while you're at the open house, but you're also able to help them with the follow-up when they're so busy. We know open houses right now. I just did one recently with a Keller Williams agent, Sean Ray, in Point Pleasant Borough, and it was packed. And a few days after the listing went on and the open house was out, there were 13 offers, I think 4 of which were cash, and it was extremely competitive. So while Sean's busy kind of trying to figure out how to put all these offers together, we're there to help out and help with the follow-up. All right, so what are we going to send out next? Hopefully we've heard back from the customer at this point, but if we haven't, we say, hey, we wanted to check in and see if you're still looking at homes or if you've already purchased one. If you found something, congratulations. If not, we wanted to offer assistance with any questions you may have and help you on the path to buying a home. So here's the Just Listed kit as well that we got going on for agents too. So the Just Listed kit offers a seamless experience for potential buyers, and it enables them to learn about the property, connect with you, and express their interests with ease. All assets are created within our system here in Total Expert. So, the Just Listed kit, it includes co-branded 2-image open house flyers or code flyer with the QR code, a lead capture app. So it's literally an app that they're able to capture the information as people are walking through the door. We could see a tutorial, but that's a little bit too deep for you guys. The loan officer creates the assets listed above, specific to the agent's new listing. We link each asset with its respective calls to action in the Just Listed kit email within Total Expert. And then boom, you get your email is up and running. You're able to basically get the message out on a Just Listed, and it looks something like this. It'll go out to an agent. So congrats on your new listing. I've created marketing resources to support in promoting this listing. These can be leveraged at your open house or on social media to educate potential buyers and listings. I mean, just think about this. Think about an automated system that's going to reach out. And now it's all about utilizing these tools, right? So, a lot of you might be saying, oh, my company has maybe something similar. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you're saying, oh my gosh, I'm blown away. I need to hear more. And if you do, I'd be happy to set up a call and show you more. We could set up a call with our marketing team and kind of go through everything here that Cross Country offers. But if you're saying, hey, I have something similar to this at my company, well, my next question would be, is the person or the people that are supporting you, are they able to use this system the same way you do? Are they using it with you? Do they know how to stop, pause, hold your hand, and show you how to use it? Are they holding you accountable to using it? Because here's what I find. There's so much information coming at us as loan officers, and oftentimes what happens is we just pick and choose what we think is important. And if we don't start prioritizing marketing as the number one part of our business, I truly believe that we're going to get left behind. And I think it will be a disadvantage ultimately if you just keep letting things go. Like, 10 years ago, email marketing came out and you're not using it to the best of your ability. Maybe you send out an email once a month and, maybe it's just some words on the paper. There's no links. There's nowhere to click. There's no video. There's nothing that's a call to action for people. Don't let these tools pass you by. And I think, it's the whole 80-20 principle, but if you need help and you need assistance and you need support, maybe you just don't have the kind of accountability and support you need to make sure that you do leverage this. So once this email goes out, basically it sends a link. It says, this is the lead capture app. It can be used during an open house on a tablet or computer to capture registrations. These contacts will go directly into your Total Expert account to make it easy for you to follow up. So basically, I'm giving the agent the app. People are going to fill out the form. It's going to go right into my system, and then I could set up my follow-up and put them on a journey. Buyers often appreciate educational resources. I have included a link to the PDF of a co-branded flyer. You can leverage this piece as a handout at your open house, or you can send to interested buyers ahead of the event. I appreciate your partnership. Let me know if there's anything else I could do to support you in your listing. And then there's a borrower checklist here, which is also another great resource. So, the moral of the story here is these are the tools that we enable loan officers with that are going to help them to grow their business. If you're doing open houses today, but you have no system to follow up with the realtors or follow up with the buyers, then that's an ineffective use of your time, right? And I don't want to see loan officers waste their time, because the more successful loan officers are, the more successful our company is, and we all are. So I'm passionate about helping people understand and realize the importance of marketing in this environment. So when you look at some of the mobile search data, right, when you take a peek at like just what's going on, like how is the dynamic of the buyer changing today? Young users prefer mobile searches to desktop searches, with 80% of Gen Z and 62% of millennials reporting primarily using mobile searches. So that means they're on their phone when they're trying to figure out what to do, where to find a house, where to find a lender, where to get information, education. So whether we like it or not, right, we need to keep evolving and we need to be where they are. So that means things like SEO optimization for your website. That means things like, actually trying our very best to create a social media presence. Most marketers report that mobile devices were responsible for more than half of their annual traffic. That's huge. The average US household had 22 connected devices in 2022. We can argue whether or not that's a good thing or not, but people are constantly on their devices. They're spending most of their time on social media, on Google, on YouTube. We need to be where they are, right? Google accounts for over 95% of global mobile search market share, and mobile advertising spending is projected to reach nearly 400 billion in 2024. So just an absolute staggering statistics. When you think about e-commerce, smartphones accounted for 70% of retail website visits. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible to see what's happening in the market for buyers. E-commerce accounts for over 20% of all global retail sales, and Amazon is the top e-commerce, not that any of us are surprised, platform. But Alibaba, Taboo, Tmall leads in cross-merchandise value. So, it's just a reminder here when you think about where people are and where we need to be. If you're interested in learning more about CrossCountry Mortgage, if you're thinking to yourself, have you seen this? This is just the icing on the cake here. This is not even most of what we can do here on our platform from a marketing perspective. It would blow you away, the tools that we have available to help loan officers succeed. But it doesn't really mean anything unless you're committed to using it or are committed to accepting some accountability in the space of marketing and saying, you know what, I need to look into the mirror and I need to make sure that I start prioritizing marketing. And it has to be the number one thing we do. Many of you know the name Gary Vee, and he says this, and I'll repeat it over and over again. We need to be a marketing company first and everything else we are second, right? So it doesn't matter. It could even be this studio, this amazing studio that we're sitting in. If the marketing for the studio isn't great, it could be the best studio on the planet. But if people don't know about it, it doesn't really matter, right? You could be the best attorney, the best doctor, the best mortgage person, realtor. You could know everything inside and out about your field and really be the very best professional. But if people can't find you, if you don't have a way to compel them to reach back out to you, if you're not using the tools and using the technology to promote that business, then it really doesn't mean anything. So marketing is quite literally everything. It's got to be what we lead with first, and then, process, execution, and obviously following through. If you want to hear more, reach out to me. As I said, I'm passionate about helping loan officers understand what else is out there. There's no commitment to have a conversation. We can definitely just get on and I can show you the back end, give you a peek behind the door, and answer any questions you have. So thanks for joining us today. Please subscribe below and, stay in touch. See what else is coming out. We're going to be interviewing some great professionals within CrossCountry, outside of CrossCountry, to try to help inspire and motivate and create some incentive for you to be here and learn something when you watch. Appreciate you listening. Subscribe, comment below if you have any questions or any comments. Thanks.